There we go. First time it didn't take. Hello, hello, hello. This is Kelvin Hagan here with the Agape Noon Meditation for Monday. Sorry I got on a few minutes late. My my Facebook wasn't letting me start the live drive for the moment. Gave me a moment to take a few breaths and start over, and that worked fine. So now I'm going to go ahead and share this onto my page as well, because I've noticed there's a few folks that have gotten in touch with me that found us through my page. So I got to make it accessible to them. So now, there we go. That being done, I'm going to take a quick look at some of the comments. Say hi to all my friends and family over here. Okay. So, Curtis, good afternoon. Colleen, good afternoon to you as well. From Torrance. Wayne from Calgary, howdy. Dorothy, back with us from Michigan. Sally, also back with us from Michigan. Hello. Hey, buddy, how are you? Well, Chris, I'm doing good. How are you doing, brother? Kay, God afternoon, Kelvin and Agape friends. Glad to be here with you. Whew. I get to slow down and be in the stillness with us. Alon, good afternoon from Miracle Mile. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Chris, yes, I am well, Chris. Keeping my feet planted firmly on my grounding pad. Took a walk outside in my bare feet this morning. Connected to the earth in the rain. Feels good. Good afternoon. Wayne, hello. Portia, good God afternoon from Los Angeles. Wet and wonderful Los Angeles. Blessed afternoon from Lynette, from New Orleans. Carolyn, greetings to all. Carolyn, thank you for that. Wow. So, I'm aware that they're telling me my frames per second is off again, and I got to figure out how to go in and fix that. I haven't been able to find that and adjust it. However, I went back and did the playback of my morning one, and everything was there. So if it flips out for a second, just know. Yes, it's all good. And it's all being recorded. Still do my photography, my Special Olympics here in Ireland. Yes, Chris. Beautiful. Sandy, hello from Valley Village. Yes, Chris, Keisha, Cynthia, Judy Jackson. Hello, Agape friends. And hello, Kelvin. Well, hello, Judy. Okay. So, I'm not sure how to do this or fix this, and I can't deal with it now. Did you know what? I can take a breath into it, not worry about it. Everything is perfect just where I am. Celeste, hello from Detroit. Philip, Scotland in the house. So wonderful. Awesome. Okay. So, here we are. Meditation time. Now, this morning I was reading from one of my go-to books, Life Visioning by Reverend Michael. It was great. And then I opened this book, which is the book I'm doing for my book club, Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tipping. And I flipped it to page 170. And what I saw there, I'm like, okay, that's today's afternoon reading. A little bit of growing and learning. And I always seem to read just what I need to hear. God, pretty synchronistic right there, right? So, this is on page 170, Radical Forgiveness, Colin Tipping, book I'm doing in my book club right now. My name is Kelvin Hagan. If you don't know me, I'm a practitioner with Agape, And as an Agape licensed spiritual practitioner, part of my general practice and what I do on a regular basis is I serve, and I serve in many different ways. I serve like this with meditation, I serve with prayer, I serve on a group basis, and I serve on an individual basis. I'm also available to talk to in person. You can call me on the phone, you can call me on Facebook, send me messages. I will respond. More than happy to hear you, listen with you, pray with you, and if you want, we can even meet through a therapeutic, spiritual therapeutic session, which is also phenomenal. If you don't have a practitioner you're working with, I strongly advise look one up. You can look us up at agapepractitioners.com, and you can read about all the different practitioners. Find one that trips your trigger. Okay, thanks. So why we don't heal? Clearly, time and healing are directly related. For us to evolve to the extent that we can heal ourselves, we must have the most consciousness in present time, not in the past, not in the future, but in the now. In her tape series, Why People Don't Heal, Carolyn Myers maintains that people with more than 60% of their life energy siphoned off to maintain the past are unable to heal themselves energetically. Thus, they remain totally reliant upon chemical medicine for their healing. Myers argues that it takes 60 to 70% of the average person's precious life force to manage the negative experiences of his or her childhood, adolescence, and early years of adulthood, as well as to hold on to the losses, disappointments, and resentments of the past. Another 10% to worry about, plan, and try to control the future. That leaves precious little energy for the present moment or for healing. It is important to note that it does not drain our energy to maintain positive memories or even negative memories if they have been processed and forgiven. Life has its own way of bringing us and our energy into present time. Often it occurs through trauma. When we find ourselves in the midst of a disaster, have an unexpected accident, or discover that our lives are suddenly in danger, we become very focused on the present moment. We bring all our consciousness into the present instinctively, and suddenly the past does not matter, nor does the future. Only this moment exists. The power of such currently focused energy is demonstrated when a mother, seeing her child trapped under a car, suddenly becomes able to lift the car off the ground so her child can be rescued. Acts of incredible bravery and courage also happen when energy becomes focused in the moment, because fear only occurs when we bring the past into the future. When we are truly in the moment, we are absolutely fearless because we have no awareness of past or future. Radical forgiveness helps us to be in present time because we do not forgive radically by going back into the past. We simply forgive the person who happens to be mirroring our projection right here in the present. That is the beauty of radical forgiveness. It is true that sometimes the past connection will be so clear that, as in Jill's case, if you haven't read Jill's story, I strongly suggest it. It's chapter 1 in Radical Forgiveness. In Jill's case, it illuminates the current situation, but the focus is still on the perfection of what is happening in the now. We can either choose to let go of the victim archetype and bring our energy into the present through radical forgiveness, or wait for a significant trauma to force us into the now. In other words, we can either transform our consciousness as a matter of will, or we can wait for a disaster or a life-threatening illness to make us do it. So basically, we can either choose to transform our consciousness or wait till we're backed in a corner and forced to become aware of the present moment through something else, whether it be pain, disease, war, violence, or other things. Wow. Why we don't heal. 70% of our energy goes into this, the average person, into worrying about the past and being concerned about the future, into fear. And fear steals us from the present moment, thus taking away our ability to heal. This is happening around this world on a personal level, one-on-one, one person, inside, outside. And it's happening on a global level, and an international level, on a nation's level, on a state's level, on a city level. Each level this takes place on. So we need to move past the fear into the present moment of right now, right here. Yep, Philip, it sure does make sense. Isn't that truth? Okay, so let's meditate. Take some time in the stillness. And I want to remind people, I'm saying stillness, not silence. Because there's stuff going through my head all the time while I'm sitting there still. Happens constantly. Sometimes the sound that happens outside and around me in the now pulls me out of something that I'm thinking about in the past or thinking about for the future, because my brain has stuff flowing through it. I don't judge it. I don't condemn it. I acknowledge it and I move on. So let's go into the stillness. Regardless of the noise around us, the noise inside our head, let's just stay still for a little while. We'll start with a few deep breaths in. Oh, it feels so good. Just to take those 3 breaths in, allowing that third breath to sink me down into this present moment right here, right now. Feels so good. This is where love is. This is where peace is. This is where I am. And as that frog in my throat brings me back to this now moment, right here, right now, I settle back into my breath. As I take this third breath in a row right here, right now, bringing me back to this present moment, right here, to the sounds I hear, the rain falling, the water flowing down the street. Powerful feeling of joyful love filling me up right now for this moment, right here, right now. I am so grateful. I'm just grateful. God is. God is all there is. Life lifing. Everywhere is everything. I am life lifing. We are life lifing. Right here, right now. Life is lifing in us, through us, as us, in so many beautiful, beautiful ways. This now moment right now is filled with all there is, all there has ever been, and all there will ever be. I choose to live in the now, the present. Yes, this precious present is where God is. It's where I am. Give thanks for that. I just let go of everything. Let it all go. And I say, and so it is. Amen. Okay, nice. Philip, perfection only makes me sad. Well, Philip, I got news for you. Nothing makes you anything. You may feel sad, but even that, it's a choice from our perceptions. And the only thing that's perfect is the journey. So, I feel, not I am. Yes. Geared for success. God is so good for us. Yes. Grateful. You're welcome, Nikki. Glad to see you here. Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Namaste. So it is. Amen. Hey. I am so filled right now. Remember this as you move through your life. Cup is never full. Cup is never empty. Cup is always being filled. And what it fills with is up to us. We get to choose whether we fill it with love in the present moment, fear and doubt about the past and about the future. I choose now. Come choose now with me. Again, I'm Kelvin Hagan. Look me up. Love to talk with folks. Love to pray with people in person. It is my joy to be of service here with us today. Thank you for being you. Love you.